Welcome back, squatters. You know what it is, man. There's always something. If I'm sitting behind this camera, I want to specifically stretch, this whole issue of the BELA Act and how it has exposed the biasness of politicians, especially Democratic Alliance and Afriforum. These are the two political parties who are mostly dominated by white people, ne? And then somehow whenever us black people, when we raise issues about them, they always feel offended and they always want to flag your content and want to, because they they know their rights. They are always those kind of people who think they know their rights, they know better than us and all of that. Now I will expose them. I will expose DA and Afriforum on this. Afriforum as an organization, by the way. It's not a political party, and also Democratic Alliance. I know, by the way, that Freedom Front Plus is also going to jump into the bandwagon. Now this BELA Act, which is a new act which actually make some changes on our education system. Let me refer you maybe back to during the struggle, the apartheid era. It's so sad when the person who used to oppress other people feels oppressed. I don't know if that makes sense. The person who used to enjoy being a superior and making other people feel inferior is the one who's feeling oppressed now. I will tell you why I'm saying this. Ne? I'm trying to get this so that at least when I deliver it to you, it makes sense. Sorry. Here in South Africa, 1976, there was Soweto uprising. In Soweto there, the students rised above the occasion against the apartheid government. The very same apartheid government that they were enjoying the privilege and didn't want apartheid to come to an end. They wanted to continue to oppress us as black people. You get what I'm saying? Now, the 1976 Soweto uprising, black students were killed for the same rights, this BELA Act of theirs. Why the students were killed there in 1976 Soweto uprising? Soweto, Southwestern Township, Emashon, is because Afrikaners wanted to force us to learn all the subjects in Afrikaans. The same people who are today contesting this BELA Act are the ones who wanted to force us in 1976 to learn all the subject in their home language. Not our home language, their home language, which was Afrikaans. When you take a textbook, when I was still at school, when I take my textbook, it was written mathematics, Wiskunde. Why? Because the apartheid government wanted to force me to learn mathematics in Afrikaans. Let me tell you the history of Afrikaans, by the way. Afrikaans is a slang language. It doesn't exist anywhere in the world except here in South Africa. The very same culture that they are crying for, it doesn't exist anywhere. It exists only in South Africa, because when they came here, these people, they call them Afrikaners. They call themselves Afrikaners. What does Afrikaner mean? It means African. So they are originally from there, Holland. They are Dutch. So when they came here, remember we have got a history of Jan van Riebeeck arriving here in 1652. So they wanted to colonize us. The best possible way to colonize people is to banish their home languages, their customs and everything, and teach them your customs. That's how. Remember, in the 90s, in the 70s, in the 80s, it was classy when you, as you can Afrikaans mooi praat. It was. We used to respect black people who could speak fluent Afrikaans. Even when you were looking for a job, they say, "Kan jy Afrikaans mooi praat?" As jy kan nie Afrikaans praat, jy wil nie werk kry nie. You can ask those people there in the 60s, 70s, 80s. Afrikaners were forcing us, black people, to learn Afrikaans. They speak in Afrikaans. If you don't understand, it's your baby. They don't care. So, as this issue of the 1976 Soweto uprising came to my mind, that, the same people who wanted us to learn all the subject at school in their language, they wanted to actually abolish our home languages, do away with our culture. They wanted to suffocate our culture. Today they know the importance of culture. They know the importance of keeping their home language, Afrikaans, which is a slang language. It's something that doesn't really exist. It's a Fanakalo language. By the way, I'm not there. Now I have been reading through this, just summarizing. In summary, there's 5 things that the BELA bill contains that, to me, they are important. Making grade R compulsory, it's one of the changes. Language policy in schools, penalties for non-compliance, homeschooling regulations, right? And ban on corporal punishment and initiation practices. I'm very much interested on this language policy because this is where the DA and the Afriforum, they are actually taking our government to the Constitutional Court to say they feel like their culture is being banished, referring to Africans. They want to maintain their own heritages, but they don't care about our own heritage. They don't care. To prove to you that Afrikaners don't care about us Africans, they don't even speak our language. It's only 2% out of 100% that can speak other languages. Zulu, Tswana, Tsonga, all those other local languages. Why? Because, if you want to realize that somebody doesn't really respect you, it's when they don't want to learn your home language. They expect you to speak in their home language when you speak to them. And even when they speak to you, they use their home language and expect you to respond in their home language. It's one red flag that you must be really careful. You must be really, really careful of. Now, why the DA opposed to the BELA bill? I'm going to read this quickly. Please be patient with me. Democratic Alliance, a key member of the government of the national unity, has been vocal in its opposition to the BELA bill. DA leader John Steenhuisen has expressed concern that the bill is unconstitutional. He's saying it's unconstitutional. Now they know about constitution now because it doesn't suit them. During the apartheid, they didn't care about the constitution. Now they know, here they are. Now they are saying it's unconstitutional, particularly in its handling of language policy. Remember, they want to say, okay, all the languages must be taught in, all the subject must be taught in English, which is a medium instruction. Afrikaans is no longer important. That is why our kids are not being taught Afrikaans these days. There and there, yes, but where are you going to work with Afrikaans? Nowhere. The DA argues that the bill violates the right to mother tongue education. Imagine. The one who used to oppress the other now understands the mother tongue now. They are biased. This is so sad. Let me read again. The DA argues that the bill violates the right to mother tongue education enshrined in the South African Constitution. We are in the new Constitution now, yes. Since 1996 and all of that, everything was drafted. That's fine. But the very same people who were oppressing us during the apartheid, we tried to negotiate with them until we ended up in Soweto during the Soweto uprising, where our fellow students were shot. Their response was only brutalizing poor students in Soweto. Moreover, the DA fears that the bill's passage could jeopardize the stability of the GNU. How? As it directly contradicts the spirit of cooperation and compromise that underpins the coalition governance. Steenhuisen has warned that if Ramaphosa proceeds with signing the bill, the DA may consider withdrawing from the coalition, which could lead to significant political instability. What stability? If DA wants to withdraw from the GNU, let them go. You see, the problem here is when you beg somebody to stay. If your wife says, I'm going to leave, no, maybe she's got other things better that she can do. Let her leave. Leave now. So we can't be begging them to stay because Ramaphosa has signed the bill. He is the president, whether they like it or not, and he signed the bill, and the bill is going to be put in practice. It's going to be implemented, whether they like it or not. Bonakere, they've got a lot of money to exercise their rights. They know their rights. They are super sensitive. They need special treatment and everything. Hey, the bill is going to be implemented, whether they like it or not. Let's use Ramaphosa to accomplish this, because as long as he signed the bill, let the bill be implemented. Why shouldn't it be implemented? Why are we just trying to fit in? Let the bill be implemented. That's it. Why the government should be scared that they will pull out of the GNU and everything? Now they understand the right of mother tongue language. I'm very much concerned about this inconsistency. And if you can check, it's not an issue of, hi, our mother tongue. No, they want special treatment. You always have to have preferential treatment for them, that, no, these ones we must treat them, nice, wear the soft gloves and everything. That is the inconsistency that I'm picking up, and I'm starting to wonder that then it was not important because you were doing that to us. Now it's important because it is done to you. Now you feel the pain. Now, hey, it's painful now. It's hot. If it's too hot in the kitchen, you can just go out. So if the DA will threaten the ANC that they will pull out of the GNU, let them go. Who are they waiting for? Let them go. Let them voluntarily go. Leave. There's MKP, there's EFF, there's Action SA, there's, nothing will stop. There won't be any impact. What kind of impact is it going to have? For the BELA bill that you want to force the president not to sign. And for that basic education minister, by the way, she's employed. She's not a politician. I told you that black people in DA, they are actually employed. They are employees. They are not politicians. They've got no say. They are being told. For her to be reluctant and also not to attend the ceremony and all of that. It was I think if I was a president, I could have suspended her or something. That is gross. That was gross insubordination. She showed, who's that, Kwarumbe? She showed insubordination towards the president. The president has got, prerogatives to say, I'm suspending you because of gross insubordination. I don't understand this whole thing about the BELA bill and the DA and the Afriforum. What is their issue exactly? What is their issue? They don't want Afrikaans to fade away, but they wanted our customs, our home languages, our culture to fade away. So if they can feel the pain, let them explain why then it was not painful when they were doing it to us. We forgave them, by the way. We forgave them. But we didn't forget. We didn't forget. We still question ourselves, why now is it an issue for them when the BELA bill is being implemented, is being signed into a law? Is this not undermining the black administration? Because I think they are there just to want to control and call the shots. DA. Stop acting like Casanova of the GNU. No. Stop what you're doing. Let's focus on real issues, because this issue will not help us in any way. It will not help us. And Afrikaans has become, I don't hate Afrikaans. Ek kan mooi Afrikaans praat. Ek het Afrikaans geleer daar by die skool. Maar no, ek denk Afrikaans is nie, it's not important. Can't remember even those words, It's no longer important for us. And also because Afrikaans, if you ask me now, Afrikaans is a reminder of apartheid to me. It's a reminder of what used to happen here before the democratic dispensation. What was actually happening here? It was horrible. When you hear someone speaking Afrikaans, and then you pay attention, say, hey, it's about to go down now. It's about to go down. So it's one of those languages that we don't really pay attention to. And I think as Africans, I don't know your view, but you wouldn't really want your kids to learn Afrikaans. For what? Where are they going to speak it? Because it's a slang language which is spoken in just small scale of people here in South Africa and nowhere else. It's a Fanakalo language. But anyway, I'm not Fanakalo in a sense that it was created here in South Africa. It originates here and it ends here. And it was created by them. It's like any other language. It's a Fanakalo because it was created. Pedi, Zulu, but this one, it's more Fanakalo, this one. So I'm worried that what exactly is their issue, They don't want to, they're too conservative. They don't want to change. They don't want to they still want their kids to be, in Afrikaans and all of, where are they going to use Afrikaans? Because even us as black people, we speak Pedi, we speak Tswana, we speak Sotho, we speak all those languages. But when we travel overseas, even when you go to Mozambique, there and there you will struggle if you're speaking Sotho. You will struggle to understand and all of that. There are so many African languages. By the way, Swahili is one of the best languages that I really love, and I wish Africans can learn that language, Swahili. Swahili is best, and when Africa unites, we should switch to that language, all of us, and do away with all these chaotic languages, too many languages and all of that. Because the border issue has divided us, completely dislocated us. Anyways, Kwaras, I'll hear from you about this issue of DA, Afriforum, and the BELA bill. I'm happy because our president, Cyril Ramaphosa, has signed the bill into the law, and then it must be implemented. And they've taken away the rights of the SGBs and all of that. I mean, the government must be in charge. They must start to be in charge. Anyway, South Africa is one of the countries which has got the best principles, the best constitution, everything. The problem here is implementation only. I'll hear from you, squatters. Thank you for watching my content. God bless you. Thank you for subscribing. Click that notification bell when I drop a content. You can be able to watch. Let's keep on engaging. I will try to respond to as many engagements as I can. I will try. And if I don't respond, I've actually read your comment. I make sure on that one. I'll try my best. Squatters, have a blessed one. Sure.